Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. This time, we will be reviewing Hiccup's wing gliders at the brand new Universal Epic Universe. So let's just jump right into this. Just a fair warning, this will not be a spoiler-free review. Hiccup's Wing Gliders is a brand new, intimate family multi-launch coaster located in the Isle of Berk area of the brand new Universal Epic Universe theme park. The ride has great kinetics with the land itself, as do all the coasters at Epic, which I think is a nice touch of all of them. As you walk up to the ride, you see the sign and a small flower bed out front and Hiccup's house behind it, with one of the camelbacks of the coaster flying over the path right next to his house. You enter into the house and it is fully furnished inside. There are a ton of details all over, including references to the movie, in addition to experiments of Hiccup's relating to flight. The main queue portion starts right after that with a cloth covering and some wooden beams. Then you enter into the outdoor switchback section that is incredibly hot, with some mild theming of dragons on rocks, and some more of Hiccup's designs. You continue into the back half of the queue with more uncovered switchbacks, and you can see the ride fly by with some mild theming elements around in the queue. Then you finally get to some covered queue of more switchbacks before the double-sided lockers, not required on this ride, but again, it's a nice touch to have them within the queue. You then walk through a small hallway into the pretty grand station. The station has a ton of beautiful wood beams and high roofs. You climb over the stairs to get to the center, where you will be split off onto either side of the dual-load station. The trains are very cute, but the restraints kind of suck. The trains look like carved wooden dragons. Each of the heads and the sides somewhat all feature a different dragon design, with little wings on the side, and then each of the rows have more of a wood aesthetic with the carved wooden dragon scales. The restraints, though, are awful. The lap bars are ridiculously chunky, as are the shin pads, and there's really no reason for it. The seats themselves feel like plastic buckets and aren't great, and also all the rows are way too small. I have a size 12 shoe and have to sit like a duck in order to ride. Although the ride does have onboard speakers that play the phenomenal How to Train Your Dragon soundtrack and different quotes from Hiccup depending on the cycle. So, super cute, but uncomfortable. Now let's jump into the actual ride portion. The ride starts by the train leaving one of the stations through a switch track, before going through a small turn to the right and dipping down, before riding over an Outer Bank airtime hill, and going through one more turn to the right, before rolling into the pre-launch show scene. This is a fun scene where you see a pretty smooth Hiccup animatronic cranking your wings into place, and you see an amazing Toothless animatronic on the other side. After Hiccup annoys Toothless, he presses the launch button, starting the train off with a pretty punchy launch uphill that is actually pretty thrilling. The train crests the launch hill and dips down to the right before unbanking and entering over a slight bunny hop that has no airtime. The train dips down and then enters a sharp left-hand turn before going through a couple of quick transitions before riding over a drawn-out camelback that again doesn't have any airtime, but it has good speed. The train then dips down and rides into a snappy turn to the left before a poppy transition to the right before it dives down below the water level into a decently whippy turn around a rockwork structure and some sheep. The train then whips into a sharp right turn before unbanking into the mid-ride show scene. It slows to a crawl as it approaches the main show. The scene is composed of some rockwork and arches with some gronkel eggs. Hiccup states that he needs to get guests out of there, and the train ascends the incline launch, but rolls back down, and the eggs begin to hatch, while baby Gronkel animatronics pop up. The launch engages again, being pretty punchy. The train crests the launch hill and turns to the right in a descending turn while diving into the Dragon Racer stands, where you will see some dragon houses inside. While in the stands, the train banks left and then back right. It then unbanks into a small camelback with a slight bit of floater, before it turns slightly and rises up, exiting the stands, before entering a twisted double down that doesn't do too much. The train twists to the left and then rises up and whips to the right in an overbanked turn that has actually pretty good whip. The train then twists left and into a final right-hand turn before unbanking into the final brake run. Overall, Hiccup's Wing Gliders is a pretty decent family coaster. The ride isn't amazing, and it doesn't have much airtime, even with the airtime, centric elements, but honestly has good speed for a family coaster, with decent whip and forces. I think the theme on the ride is pretty good too, as the ride interacts directly with the village, spending a good amount of time flying over, under, and alongside the path. I especially like the twists over the water for the visuals, and the head choppers in the stands. The Toothless animatronic, as I said before, is phenomenal, and having Test Drive playing in the background is also phenomenal. Honestly, the ride is just a lot of fun. As I said, the trains are the best, but the ride is fun enough to counteract that. Currently, Hiccup's Wing Gliders ranks at number 41 out of 244. So, actually pretty good. But that's all for this time, and we'll see you all next time on another adventure.